Alright, so what we're going to do is make a ball like this to put on the end of the Demon Snowcat. All you need, you don't need tape. That's how I'm holding up the camera right now, it's kind of sad. All you need, a pair of scissors, you really don't even need these. Some thread, I have pink because I can't find the other color, but I'd recommend getting the color to match whatever fabric you're using. And I recommend getting like a dark purple. Or a black might work. I don't know, whatever you want. I made these just to do it as like a Kickstarter thing, and that's what I'm actually going to be showing you with, is a green felt. But I recommend you see this right here. It's like a fuzzy kind of material. It makes it look much nicer. So get that if you can. Pull the string from as far as you can go. I'm just showing you short on here because I really can't zoom out or anything and show you. But just take it from this hand to this hand and just stretch it as far as you can across your body. Cut it there. Then what you can do is you thread it into the needle. And then once you thread it into the needle, take it and match sides. So pretty much you're going to have a double string on here. Like that. And then at the end, tie a little knot right here. And that'll give you your sewing, or you can use use a machine, whatever. Alright, for this example we're gonna make some probably balls about this size, and I'm just gonna do like one side and then you'll kinda get it at that point. Alright, you're gonna want to cut something in the shape of a football. This is kind of a crappy example, but you can see what I mean. And then you're going to want to measure that, just like take that first one you do, and cut it exactly the same. My scissors work. Cut it exactly the same for your second one. I got tape all over these scissors, so they're not really cutting that well. Or tape glue, rather, whatever the sticky stuff is on tape. Alright, so once you have two matching ones, you can kind of tell that like one side of the felt or whatever material is usually going to be a little different than the other side. You want to make sure you match that up, otherwise it's going to look a little weird. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but you can tell in person that these two sides look different. So it might be cool if you like do one like this and one like this and all the way around, since there's only going to be 4. So you want to cut 4 of these. That's going to be your 4 sides. And if you look on here, you can see the inseam, or seam rather, whatever it's called. And then it makes 4 little footballs, and you turn into this pretty much. So to start it off, you take it and you match up the sides. So the 2 sides that look the same that you want on the outside are facing inward. And there's other ways to do it. I mean, just play around with it. It's not, I don't know what I'm doing really, but this is how I made mine, and that's what I'm showing y'all. Alright, so you're going to take that, and you're going to put it through until you hit the knot, and then put your needle through the 2 strings, and then pull that, and it's pretty much going to tie a knot at the end. Once you have that knot, you're going to take your needle and pass it underneath that string right there. Come through. Alright. And then keep repeating that same thing. Make sure you're going underneath the string and through both things. So I'm going to do a couple of these. Try to move the thing down a little bit. And I think I missed it on that one. Alright, so once you have it all the way up together, you're going to see it start there. See, this is a bad string to use because you can see the string coming through. you'd rather get a string that is different color. I mean, whatever you want, whatever look you're going for. On this material, it's a lot harder to see what the string looks like because it's more like a fur. So definitely try to get this material. It's a little more expensive, but it's worth it. Alright, so let me finish this up and then I'll come back. Alright, so I've done all the way across here now. At the end here, I did a little tighter knot. I'll show you how to do that. All you do is you do the same thing you were doing before, but then you string it through there and it ties a knot. Wait, I might have messed up on that. Hold on. So all you do for that is you push it through like you did before, and then come around the loop right here and tie it off at the end, and that just makes it tighter. So you're gonna have that once you flip it inside out. Now what I'm gonna do for this, instead of cutting out another 4 and doing them all, I'm just gonna sew this one together, pretty much to give you the idea of how to flip it once you do all, I believe, 3 sides. So this is what I normally do. Is I'll just start doing the next one, like I'll put it on there and start it on there. And let me do these tight knots. Alright, so right now I pretty much have this little pea pod thing where, you know, this isn't how yours is going to look. You're going to want the 4, so you're just going to sew each one just like you did. And then at the end, you're going to have your string here. You want a hole in one of the sides, like I have here, because the rest of these are sewn up. There's just one hole right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot at the end. Just make a loop, and then I'm going to cut it. If you can pull it or whatever, it's just nicer if you cut it. Put that to the side. Then what you want to do is you're going to take your 4 and flip them inside out. I mean, you could do this with any shape. You can do stars, whatever you want to put on the edge. I just did the balls. But I don't know what this little boot looks like. Alright, so once you have it flipped out, you add all your stuffings, just cotton or whatever. Sometimes I take like the pieces, like you can actually see in here, the purple, if I got leftover of this. And then I stuff it in there, and it looks like this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my demon hat right here, and you're going to stick the... Yeah, let me put some more cotton in here. I want these really fluffy. So just sticking a bunch of cotton up in here. Like that. That's a lot. And then I'm going to stick some more cotton up in this one as well. Shoot, I'll just use the rest of this cotton. Make it all fluffy. Alright, so I'm going to put a little more in each. Switch it around, roll it. Do the same here. Now, once you have that done, I'm going to need some more string, so I'll show you what I'm at if I can. So I'm coming off the screen right now, you can't see it. I'm stretching my arms out as far as I can. And I think that gives you about a yard or so. And then you take that, once you have the yard, cut it. Don't lose the pen like I did. Oh, there we go. Take your pen, take the old string off, you might have to wet this so you can put it through. Nice. Feed it all the way through so you get to the end here. And you can take those two sides and tie them together anywhere, really. Just put a little single knot in there. You can do a double knot. I'm going to do a double knot. But you can do a single knot as long as you make sure to get it off. Alright, so as my knot at the end. That's a really bad knot. Alright, so I have my needle ready to go again. Alright, now for this part, all you do is you take the tassel part, stick it into the hole, like so, and then you finish sewing it up. That could probably use a little more. I'm actually going to take this thing that I made earlier and put it in there to finally fill it up. Oh no, it's gone. Alright, so what you want to do, I don't know where I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start, over here. So, I'm going to feed it through. That's why you want the same color, because you're going to actually be able to see it on this one, which I don't like. Alright, so just start sewing again. That's the tough thing on this one right here. You can't see. Well, it's a good thing actually on the fuzzy one. You won't be able to tell that you didn't use the right color. Especially if it's a dark purple like this. Once I get rid of those little nodules, you won't be able to see it anymore. Make sure you don't have that going through there. Alright, for this part right here, you want to make sure the knot right here is inside of the ball. And then, what I'm going to try to do here is actually thread the needle through the strings right here and get it really tight. That way you know it's going to be on there. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it several times just to, that way I know that 100% it's not coming off when I'm snowboarding or something. I've never snowboarded. But whatever your activity is, you don't want the little ball coming off after you did all this. So I'm going to cut these strings off right here, like that, and then take this one, and cut it off like so. So there you go, that's the ball versus the tassel. You might want to move around some of the cotton in there, give it more round of a look. Like so. And I'm going to do the other one, but I'll show you after I'm finished. Alright, so this is the final product right here. You got balls instead of tassels. It's pretty simple to do. It takes a little bit of time, but they look pretty cool. If anybody wants this hat, let me know.